Good Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome to Hall Stadium and welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County High School sports. Hope you're having a good day and a good night wherever you are. We are your voice, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. And tonight, it's the KEMPNER Cougars, definitely the underdogs tonight, taking on the HIGHTOWER Hurricanes, who are pretty much beating everyone who's been in their path this year except mighty Spring Westfield from Class 6A. I'm Roger Smith. Patrick Kinnick will be doing the play-by-play tonight, and we'll step aside and bring you the Countdown to Kickoff show in just a moment right here on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, you free for a sec? Got a little free time? Because Xfinity Flex, it's free too. It comes with Xfinity Internet. Flex is a 4K streaming box that puts all of your apps in one place. And Peacock Premium is included. Get tons of movies and shows. Free, on the house, thrown in, gratis, which is Latin for free. Or thank you, I can't remember. Point is, with Xfinity Flex, your entertainment starts at free. Can your internet do that? Am I free to leave?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add a free Flex 4K streaming box and get Peacock Premium included. And now through October 11th, get $100 back when you sign up online. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Subscription required to access streaming services.
Welcome to the Countdown to Kickoff show, and I think as I approach this from the KEMPNER Cougars side of things, I'll always want to keep the glass half full. It's a great week to be an Aggie.
It is.
Because on Saturday night, nobody gave the Aggies a chance against Alabama, and we all know what happened. So I have a feeling that Darren Andrus, head coach of the Cougars, is thinking, you know what, people are kind of looking at this game the same way. Am I right?
You're right. You know, you're playing the number 10 team in the state, and they didn't get there by just not being good. So, you know, it's going to be a challenge for us, but, you know, we're young and we're getting better each week, and hopefully it goes our way.
Now, one thing that, you know, I just kind of think about logistics. I've never been a coach, but I know when you play on a Saturday, you have to turn around and play on a Thursday, especially against a team like HIGHTOWER. It's not ideal, but are there some things about it that make it a little bit easier to prepare because you don't overthink stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we played 4 Saturday games in a row, so it kind of threw us off our schedule going from a Saturday to a Thursday, which is a quick turnaround. You only get 2 days of real hard practice, but I think we're prepared, and our kids had a good week, so we'll see what happens.
You know, unfortunately, we haven't been able to see your team as much because you don't play against other Fort Bend teams as often as you used to before this district realignment. And so I was thinking about, you know, in the first game I saw Evers get injured. He started that game at quarterback. I wasn't sure if he was coming back, but I can see that he's settled in pretty comfortably as a receiver, and you've gone with Goss as your quarterback.
Yeah, you know, we needed some speed, and he's probably one of our fastest kids on the outside. Great hands. He doesn't drop many passes. So he's contributing where we need to contribute. We're putting a young guy at quarterback, so it's helped us out a little bit.
Well, you told me before the season your defense was going to be pretty salty, and despite the score of the game against Terry on Saturday, your defense played so great. They just got stops, they got a few turnovers, they really helped the offense out. The offense wasn't able to capitalize, but what can you say about your defense at this point?
Well, defense, they play their butts off. We got some good kids over there. We got a couple of seniors that, you know, had played a couple of games. We've only got one starter on each side of the ball that actually started last year. So they're playing hard. We got some young kids there that are stepping up, and we're proud of them. They're going to have their test tonight, though.
Well, I'll tell you what. If this game goes your way, you're going to have a lot of people, maybe myself included, finishing sentences with, "That's why they play the game."
And I've already said that a couple of times tonight, and I probably won't be at work tomorrow if we do win.
Well, then I'll call you up.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, thanks very much, Coach Andrus. Good luck, and we'll be back with Cornelius Anthony, the head coach of the Hurricanes, when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
First Iron Automotive is passing out the treats for your vehicles the entire month of October. $25 off select AC Delco batteries, $50 off brake pad replacement, and $75 off 4 tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. You don't even have to wear a costume to get these Halloween treats all month long. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointments today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff show, getting you ready for Hightower against Kempner here at Hall Stadium on VypeFortBend.com. And here to introduce himself and the rest of our officiating crew is our referee.
Hello, my name is Gordon Wong, referee for tonight's game. My umpire will be Zachary Cruz, my head linesman, Steve Braswell, line judge, Jason Moore, back judge, Andre Morgan, side judge, Terrence Johnson, and my field judge, Derek Stanley.
Appreciate it, Mr. Wong. Have a good game tonight. And we'll be back with our visit with Darren Andrus, head coach of the Kempner Cougars, when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff show. It's a nice, steamy Thursday evening at Hall Stadium as Hightower is taking on Kempner, and Cornelius Anthony, first-year head coach of the Hurricanes, is his turn on the Countdown to Kickoff show. Coach, what are you doing? The things that you're doing, you beat everybody who's in front of you, and you're going to get everybody at your school all excited and raise the expectations. But, of course, I'm being facetious. Your team's playing great. I got to know what's it like on the Hightower campus, and as you gauge the level of enthusiasm, what's it like?
The level of enthusiasm is out of the roof. I mean, everyone's excited, and that just comes with the territory of being at a football-driven school like Hightower. Well, just it's an athletic mecca in general, and so. They expect to win, and that's I'm thankful unto God that that's what myself and the staff and the kids have been able to bring the school and the community.
You have not only that, but I have to say, just because I like a variety of different kinds of football, I like seeing some rock-ribbed defensive games where teams that can not turn the ball over and force some turnovers on the other team's part, and both teams score under 20, that type of game. It's exciting. So is that something that you talk about with the team as far as keeping the score down, making it your kind of game?
Well, I think the main thing we just talk about is just making sure that they execute and do the things that we coach them to do. I say it all the time, if you do what you coach to do, with the type of game prep and preparation that the coaching staff does, if you do what we coach you to do, you'll shine like superstars on game day. And they have really bought into that. I mean, what kid does not want to, shine like a superstar? And so that's probably, what people are seeing is, we are starting to execute at a higher rate. And when I say execute, I mean just do what the play dictates, or execute the play that's called. So they're doing a phenomenal job of executing, and we just got to continue to stay the course.
Your Hurricanes are getting a lot of accolades during the year, and well, they should, because of the things that you just talked about. But I know you always have to be careful when you're taking on a team such as Kempner, that they have not had things go their way very much, and it'd be very easy for your guys. There are, again, a lot of people patting them on their backs. And what do you have to do to make sure that they don't in any way underestimate the Cougars tonight?
Well, one of the things we when we were talking to the team on the way over here, first of all, you don't read your own press clippings, and you got to take that stuff with a grain of salt. But secondly, I told them mathematically, KEMPNER is still in the hunt, and so they're going to fight. They're going to fight, and anytime you corner, as cute as a cat or a kitten is, if you corner it, it's gonna jump on your face trying to scratch your eyeballs out to get away. And I told them they're fighting for their season right now. So you cannot underestimate them or take them lightly by any stretch of the imagination. They're a good football team. They just haven't had some things bounce their way. And so my main job as the head coach is to keep our guys ready.
Well, forgive me laughing. It was kind of a funny metaphor to me, but I think it's an appropriate one. And now that we know it's hurricanes and the Cougars, I think the fur is going to fly one way or the other.
It's going to fly one way or another, and I just hope it's, flies in our direction or for us. We don't take anybody lightly. One of our main mantras into the season is just be 1-0. Now look ahead, take care of the business that's in front of you. Be 1-0, and if you be 1-0 and win the day, you'll be successful overall.
All right, Cornelius Anthony, head coach of the Hurricanes. One more thing, it's not a question, it's just a heads up. We will be with you 1 week from tonight when you take on Peyto at Rhodes Stadium in Katy. So thanks for starting that one at 7. I might actually be there on time.
No problem, looking forward to it.
All right, we'll be right back. That's it for the Countdown to Kickoff show. We might have some rain tonight. And I just want to say, before Patrick Kinnick and I rejoin you and start the play-by-play description of this game, Shannon, wherever you are, happy birthday. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
First Iron Automotive is passing out the treats for your vehicles the entire month of October. $25 off select AC Delco batteries, $50 off brake pad replacement, and $75 off 4 tires. Head to the website firstireauto.com and claim your savings. You don't even have to wear a costume to get these Halloween treats all month long. First Iron Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointments today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firstireauto.com.
Hey, you free for a sec? Got a little free time? Because Xfinity Flex, it's free too. It comes with Xfinity Internet. Flex is a 4K streaming box that puts all of your apps in one place. And Peacock Premium is included. Get tons of movies and shows. Free, on the house, thrown in, gratis, which is Latin for free. Or thank you, I can't remember. Point is, with Xfinity Flex, your entertainment starts at free. Can your internet do that? Am I free to leave?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add a free Flex 4K streaming box and get Peacock Premium included. And now through October 11th, get $100 back when you sign up online. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Subscription required to access streaming services.
All right, we're about ready to go. Patrick Kinnick's going to bring you the play-by-play. And Patrick, I know that Hightower is the Hurricanes, and people listening might think we've got a hurricane looming on us. The wind is kind of strong, but it sounds worse than it is when you're listening on web radio.
Well, we've had some wind the last couple times we've been here, but to me, this one seems a little more intense than we've had in the last couple of weeks. Whoever's going into the wind tonight, Roger, I think it may definitely affect their passing game.
Well, you know, something that I meant to say during the Countdown to Kickoff show when my first question to Darren Andrus of Kempner was that it's a good week to be an Aggie. I neglected to mention that he's an Aggie. And a lot of folks that coach at Kempner are Aggies, and of course their primary color is Aggie maroon. So there is every reason that Hightower would possibly look past this game to their big match with Peyto, which comes up 1 week from tonight. We're going to be at Rhodes Stadium for that one. I say we. I know I'm going to be there. I think you're going to be with me. I can't remember.
We'll have to just check it all out.
Yeah,
I think
so. You know, we kind of live day to day, don't
yes,
we?
Yes.
We look at the schedule and we see if we're on it, and then we come to the stadium if we are.
That's right. And we enjoy ourselves every time. They're at the midfield stripe with the toss here, Roger. We're going to try to figure out who's going to win the toss and if they're going to defer or take the ball. Kempner's received it, won the toss, and they defer. And so Kempner is going to kick with the wind at their back.
All right, I want to make my first prediction, and that is when Kempner kicks off, it will be a touchback because they've got a pretty good kicker.
Got to just get it up in the wind and
just
get
it up there
away.
and let the jet stream take it away. And that would be Jose Estrada. I saw him warming up, kicking the ball into the net, and it's kind of like walking by the bullpen when you see the starting pitcher warming up. You kind of figure, does he have his good stuff? Does he not have his good stuff? I think Estrada has his good stuff.
Well,
but the thing is, it's not necessarily.
It's not going to be Estrada.
Well, could this be a guy who's going to hold the ball on the tee?
It could be. If you got big Steven Hernandez down there teeing it up, and I remember last week he did kick one or two. So I'm not sure if he's acting as if he's going to kick, and we'll see. And deep for Hightower, we got Santana Wilson, it looks like. Is that number 3, Roger? Do you see that number? Or is it
yes,
2?
It's number 3.
That's Santana Wilson, and he's flanked well to his left and his right, kind of about 10 yards ahead of him. And here's the kick. It's a kind of a short kick, and it's going to be fielded on the left side right at the 20-yard line. And he's got the middle. He's got a nice seam. He's to the 50. He's going to possibly go. It's Payne all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. He wasn't touched until the goal line. Was any markers on the field, Roger?
I don't see any.
That's an opening kickoff touchdown return for Jeremy Payne, who fielded on the 20-yard line, and I don't think he was touched for 80 yards.
Not. You're right. He certainly wasn't. He started up the left a little bit, and when he got to about the 30, he redirected himself to the near side of the field. It's a 76-yard touchdown return, and at least for the first 15 seconds of this ball game, Hall Stadium is the house of pain.
That's right. No doubt. And he, like you said, he's up the middle, and he made a nice cut, I guess around the 50 or somewhere around that marker, and he got to the outside, and there was no white and maroon uniforms to be found, except until we got to the goal line, and then it was too late.
We didn't even get a chance to describe the uniforms before
that's
Hightower got on the board.
That's what Rogers' specialty. It's Armando Ventura kicking it low, but it's through. 7-0 Hightower, early going.
Hi, this is Mariela and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, OfficeMax, and OfficeDepot.com.
Back here at Hall Stadium, 11:45 to play here in the first quarter. We already have points on the board off of that long kickoff return from Jeremy Payne for the Hurricanes.
Now, here's another thing. I say this all the time, but I'll hold up.
Here's Ventura's kick, a real good kick into the wind. They let it go over his head and into the end zone. Letting it go over his head was Ekwim, who said, I'm not going to have anything to do with that one, and I was surprised he got it into the end zone against that wind.
We'll see, and if people have listened to me and heard me say this before, if you have a high kickoff to a team who has the wind at its back, it is very, very difficult to field a ball that you think is going to go deeper than it is, and you have to run forward
adjust to it
to catch the ball. Even if you call fair catch, you've got to do the footwork. You can't plant your feet and then lunge for it. That just leads to turnovers.
Here come the Cougars now, down 7. They come up with their first play from scrimmage, and it's Siobhan Goss going to take the snap. Inside handoff. To the right goes Evers, and it's a pass downfield, and it's intercepted. Wow, what great defense by the Hurricanes. And we're trying to get that number. Is it 30? Is it number 2 or 32? Number 3. Is that Caleb Douglas making that interception?
It is, Patrick.
So Evers got the inside handoff.
Yep.
And he it was a kind of a gadget play to start the game. They, instead of a run, they threw it downfield, but the coverage was just too good.
You know, I think they tried to run that several times on Saturday against Terry, and they just didn't enable Evers to really get a throw up in the air. And I think this time they said, you know, even if you're on the run, throw it. But turnovers is what Kempner needs to avoid.
Henson takes the snap, and he's handing it off to Payne, who already has points on the board for his team, and he's up for about a 6-yard gain up the middle. So I couldn't have started any worse for Kempner here. A kickoff return against him, and then the first play from scrimmage, an interception. And Hightower with a 7-0 lead, looking to go for more here as they're at the 47-yard line of the Cougars. And we haven't even played 1 minute yet. Down to 11:05 to play here in the first quarter. Penson under center this time. Handoff, Payne, left side. He bulls his way for about, well, almost 2 or 3, but I think he's going to be short of that first down by a couple of yards. So you give him about 2 on that carry.
And
good job.
It's Payne, and more Payne. He returned the kickoff, 76 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And as soon as the defense got the interception, he's carried the first 2 times from scrimmage for 8 yards.
And here they are now, 3rd and 2. Let's see if they got 3 receivers to the right now. Penson does, and he is looking at his wrist to get that particular play off. He's back to pass, throwing deep into that wind. It's going to be tipped and caught. I don't know how he caught it. It was tipped by the Kempner player, and coming down with it was Caleb Douglas, the big 6'4" receiver. Great concentration on that play, Roger.
He's just a great talent. I think the 2 words that explain why he caught the ball is Caleb Douglas. He's kind of like Parker Washington was at Travis.
Yeah.
And he's just a
great
very,
athlete.
very gifted receiver.
And look who's holding the snap here. It's going to be Caleb Douglas. He's holding the snap for the kicker here, Ventura. So from touchdown to holder, that means you got good hands. Good snap. And the kick is also good. 14-0 Hightower. We haven't even played 2 minutes yet. We'll take a short break.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hightower has just kicked off into the end zone. It was Guzman. He might have been the guy kicking the last one, too. I may have given the credit to Ventura on that first kickoff. I might have misread the number. 93 is Guzman, and Ventura is 83. So possible that I got the wrong one on the first kickoff. But Guzman kicked it this time in the air into the end zone, again, into the wind. Not quite as stiff as it had been earlier, but still into the wind. You got Kempner here for their second play now. Goss, shotgun. He's got Peters behind him in the pistol formation. Goss pitching it now. Oh, and he overpitched him. Peters just has to run after it and fall on it at the 15-yard line for a 10-yard loss. I don't know if it could get any worse for Kempner.
You said a couple of plays ago that things could not have started any worse for Kempner, but you were wrong because there's a 9-yard loss on first down.
And that was after that long touchdown pass that Kempner actually tipped. It almost looked like it should have been intercepted. I was expecting to call an interception on that play, and the defender let it get through his hands, and then, of course, Douglas, as you had mentioned, his athleticism just took over, and he got that ball into the end zone. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and Peters behind Goss now on his second down and 19. Peters to the right side. He's got a lead blocker. He's going to get a couple of yards. That's not a bad play, but when it's second and 19, that doesn't help you as much as you'd like. It's now going to be third and about 16.
By the way, Patrick, I'm not sure, but that Hightower touchdown pass, I think it was 45 yards.
I think it was 47, yeah.
Okay.
I think I remembered it being at the 47-yard line. So, yeah, it was plus 45 for sure from quarterback Penson to Douglas. And as I said, it's 14-0. Hightower pretty much stomping their foot early in this game. Kempner trying to get their feet under them here. In the white jerseys, maroon pants, and the maroon helmets. White trim. And now Goss fakes the handoff, gets to the edge, rolling to his left, and he just throws it to his outlet receiver, who was not overly open. That's Evers, and it was incomplete. Roger, give us the description of the Hightower uniforms tonight.
Well, it was, first of all, I'll say that Skylar Robinson was the one that got in Goss's face, forcing kind of an errant throw. But Hightower's wearing the black pants, the forest green jerseys with the white numerals. They've got the black helmets with the silver and forest green logo on either side.
Here's the snap and the kick, and it's going to be off to the right, out of bounds. Evers got it out of the way quickly, didn't get a lot on it in terms of distance, and their march still coming down the line. Boy, that's to the first down yard marker, and it's only to the 35-yard line. Not exactly what Evers wanted here, as Hightower is poised here to go up by 3 scores.
Well, one of the things that Kempner needs to do is keep the ball away from anybody who's wearing a Hightower jersey named Caleb. So they kept it away from Caleb Johnson there, and somehow they got to keep Caleb Douglas from hurting them any more than he already has, and he split out to the left on first down here.
They come now at the 35-yard line. Great field position. Penson with his back behind him, little flare pass. It's Payne again, 35-30, down the sideline, 25 to the 21-yard line. Well, why not go to Payne? He's all over the place here today after that opening kickoff return for a touchdown. He's had a couple of good runs, and then let's just flare it out to him on the right and let him run some more. And he be able to pick up, looks like 13 yards as they mark it at the 22-yard line.
And that's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
So, First Tire and Auto with Hightower, hand off to Payne, right side, 20, and he's hit hard and out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Pretty good defense that time by the Cougars. They were able to stuff him there, keep him kind of hemmed in, and then they pushed him out of bounds for only a gain of 2. Hightower had a formation strong to the left, and then they ran back to the right. This time trips to the left, and they're going to fake it to the right. Quick pass to the left. It's going to be Caleb Douglas. Down the line is a penalty marker as he's in the end zone, but I might be coming back. That marker came where one of the receivers was blocking for him. It looked like Caleb Johnson was blocking, and maybe he got hands to the back or something there, Roger.
Well, I'm not sure, but it seems like at this point, until Kempner can kind of somehow...
Well, it was a hold, and I believe it was on Caleb Johnson. The flag went right at his feet, which would be an indicator it was on him, and that might have been what sprung him, because then Douglas was able to just glide into the end zone, but called back. Now it's second down and 12. Now we get 3 receivers to the right. Payne gets the fake, and it's Johnson. He's got some room, and he's down to the 15-yard line. A quick pass to Johnson. Excuse me. And the tackler, Omi, in on the tackle. I feel like he was on a lot of the tackles last week, Roger, in the game. He had a good game. We mentioned his name a few times in that game. Here we go. It's third down in about 3. Penson gets the snap. Fake a handoff. Now he's in trouble, but he gets out of trouble with a good fake. He's to the 5. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. What a run by Kendron. Whoa.
My bad.
Did everybody hear that? I'm not sure, but Penson was able to, he kind of dove the last 2 yards. Looked like they might have been able to tackle him, but he just kind of glided in the air for the last yard and a half or so. Penson was in trouble in the backfield, made one little move, quick feet, and he found a lot of daylight to the right, and he got in, and it's 20-0 now. Douglas ready for the hold. Here's the kick. Ventura has got his third extra point in there, and it's 21-0 with 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter, Roger.
And that is your Nick's Italian Restaurant family connection as Kendrick Penson goes in for the touchdown for the Hightower Hurricanes, and his dad, the other Kendrick Penson, is the assistant head coach. And so at Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. We'll be back. As Patrick said, it is 21-0 Hightower on top of Kempner.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Patrick will tell you about the kickoff in just a moment, but just wanted to say, I said Kendrick Penson. I know better. It's Kendron Penson. So Dad, assistant head coach, Kendron Penson, and his son, the starting quarterback for the Canes. That's your Nick's Italian Restaurant family connection. Sorry, Patrick, go ahead.
Hey, it's good. It's a good connection. He's a sophomore too. I just noticed that, along with Payne. If this is right, they're both sophomores, which means bright future ahead for the backfield.
Yeah, you keep those two upright and give
goodness.
them pretty good supporting cast, and you got a nasty offense.
Neither one of them looked like sophomores out there. The kickoff was by Ventura. Maybe I had it right the first time. He kicked it off, and then Payne, Gray was able to get it to the 20. Fake handoff from Goss. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, and he just throws it away, and there's literally not a player to be found over there, and evidently because he got it to the line of scrimmage and he was out of the pocket, he's able to do that. But he threw it to the track.
And yeah, one of the stories of the play, because there's kind of a crosswind, it's shifted a little bit. It's blowing from right to left for the Kempner offense. Well, he got it up in the jet stream.
Yeah.
You got Hightower cheerleaders down here, and they turn around and say, "What is the football doing flying over here, almost hitting us?"
This is strange territory here, yeah. But he had to make a decision quick, and he made it quick and got it out of there. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars, who have just struggled here early in this ball game. If they could just get something going, get themselves into the mix here. Man in motion, Gray. Now Goss has got it, looks downfield. He's got his man. It's going to be caught. What a catch! A great adjustment.
The Ocho.
That's Watson Royston, isn't it? Gavin Roston Royston.
Gavin
number 8. Watson Royston, number 8. I got that number right,
Yeah,
Roger?
you did.
Yeah.
That's why I said the Ocho. I wanted you to handle the name because it's not that easy.
Well,
Gavin Watson Royston.
Yeah, I didn't. You kind of got me confused there when you gave me the different language. 50-yard line. He adjusted very well to that ball. It was a bit underthrown, and he came back inside the defender, went high to get it, and made a nice catch. Big play for the Cougars. They needed something to happen well for him, and that time it did. Goss has it. Little roll to the right. He's got a lead blocker, and he's going to make a nice cut, get about 5, maybe 4 or 5 for sure. He got ridden out of bounds right around that 45-yard line.
You know, the one that's regretting that play is Cameron Bradford. He kind of fired through and could have made a tackle for about a 2-yard loss, but Goss slipped his tackle, and he slithered past a couple more players, and he got 4 yards out of it.
I was just about to say he was going to get about a 2-yard gain, and then he slithered through and was able to pick up a couple more, which makes it a good first down play. 2nd down and 6 now. Goss shotgun, and he's got a man behind him. I think it's A.W. Wiggins. He gets the snap. It's the pitch to Wiggins, left side. Got a lot of room over there, but then it closed quickly as three of those Hurricanes got in there, and then a fly comes flying in, Roger, and we got the holding signal coming here.
Yeah, and what we've noticed is there are some flags that seem to not come out of the official's hand until after the runner is down and we hear the whistle. Nevertheless, it's about something that happened during the play, and this is one of those situations.
It's interesting you mentioned that, Roger, because I was just thinking the same thing. It looked like the whistle had blown, all players were down, and then here comes the flag, and it just seems like it's a little late. But I guess it's because from the distance they're throwing it from, whatever. But that's a tough play for the Cougars because it makes it 2nd down now and 15 from their own 44. Make it 2nd down and 16. Goss has Wiggins behind him now to his left. 3 receivers to his left. Inside hand off to Wiggins. Right side. Found nothing over there. Maybe a yard as a couple of Hurricanes got over there quick, including, I believe, Keyshawn Smith.
You know,
I hope I'm pronouncing that
I'm
correctly.
sure you are. The thing is, we were kind of, I was thinking of describing what Kempner needs to do differently from what they had happen to them in their Saturday game against Terry. But before we could even kind of explain that,
it's 21-0.
They're buried under a mountain of points early, and so they like to get ahead and play ball control, spend some time in the huddle, shorten the game, but they're not in a position to do that now. unless they can really make something happen fast.
3 receivers to the left. Goss waiting now for the snap. And he's rolling to his left. Looking downfield, and he's just going to have to throw it away again. He was just pressured too much there by Skylar Robinson. One of the fellas in there chasing him down, and then Goss just threw it away with really no opportunity to make a completion there.
Well, we're too far up here to hear what's going on, and we don't have a parabolic disc, down there. But I have a feeling that Skylar Robinson said something to Goss as he left the field, something like, all day, baby, all day.
I'm going to be here all day, yeah.
Even though it's nighttime.
Yeah, exactly. Evers now deep again for Kempner. Got a good snap from center, and here's his kick, looking a little bit better than the last one. It floats down to about the 17. Fielded down there by Johnson, it looks like. He's trying to find the edge, and he's corralled, but he gets out of that. Now he turns up the other way, and he's down to the left side. He's got a little room now, 30, 35, and finally Evers, the kicker, was able to punch him out of bounds, and now certainly there's no penalty on that. What happened down there?
There's a penalty. I think it's
can't be on the kicker.
Very over-officious because Evers was chasing him, and he had planted one foot on the white painted field turf, and he just gave him the gentlest little shove.
It was not anything.
It didn't cause him to lose his balance or anything like that.
I don't think he ever went to the ground.
No.
I don't really. And that coach over there for Kempner,
Darren Andrus,
he's over there, got the ear of the referee there. Roger and I are both dumbfounded by that flag, and I hope they pick it up, because if they're going to call that as a unnecessary roughness penalty, then they're going to have to call a whole lot more, because that was nothing from what we saw. Let's see what we got here. Maybe it was something else. I don't know.
Gordon Wong, see if we can hear him over the band.
Oh.
Well.
So
it's against Hightower and not Kempner.
Apparently, Evers came in on the tackle, and the runner must have given him a little extracurricular.
Gave him the business.
Yes, so we obviously didn't see all of that other stuff, and we were correct, Roger, that it wasn't a penalty on Evers, and we just could not see all the activity in there. And apparently, Caleb Johnson did something there that he shouldn't have. 20-yard line. Here's Payne, left side, gets the 20, 25, possibly the 26. As I said earlier, it's hard to believe he's a sophomore. He really runs hard. He's strong. He really looks good out there. 5'10", 165. And then, of course, the quarterback, Penson, is also a sophomore. They got a couple of big senior receivers, though, in Caleb Johnson and Caleb Douglas. Here's a pass to the right side. It's going to be a first down, and up to the 33-yard line goes Kearney. Does I have the right number?
Yeah, they pronounce it Kearney.
Kearney.
Not like Kearney, Nebraska.
Yeah, I was thinking of Kearney,
They pronounce it the other way.
Kearney.
They pronounce it like the old Kansas City Chiefs defensive back Tim Kearney, who was on that Super Bowl IV championship team, although he did not start on that team.
We did talk about Super Bowl IV last time, I think.
We sure did, and we'll probably talk about every Super Bowl before this game's over.
2 receivers on both sides to Penson now. Hand off up the middle. Good little shuffle move by Payne to get through the initial tacklers, and somehow with the good footwork he's able to get through for about a 5-yard gain. And if Hightower wants to take its time, this could be the last play of the first quarter, and I think let's see what they're going to do. They're at the line, 20 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Stephen Anderson made that last tackle, Patrick. I was just going to say that Kempner has a defense that can stand up to nearly every other team in the district except what I call the Big Four.
Here's Payne out of the left. Another nice cut. He's going to get a first down. He's past the 45 to about the 47. That will be the last play of the first quarter. After 1, it's Hightower 21 and Kempner nothing.
Hey, you free for a sec? Got a little free time? Because Xfinity Flex, it's free too. It comes with Xfinity Internet. Flex is the 4K streaming box that puts all of your apps in one place. And Peacock Premium is included. Get tons of movies and shows. Free, on the house, thrown in, gratis, which is Latin for free. Or thank you, I can't remember. point is, with Xfinity Flex, your entertainment starts at free. Can your internet do that? Am I free to leave?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add a free Flex 4K streaming box and get Peacock Premium included. And now through October 11th, get $100 back when you sign up online. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Subscription required to access streaming services.
Second quarter is about ready to begin here with Hightower. 1st and 10 from their own 47. They lead 21-0 over the Kempner Cougars. The game started in outstanding fashion for the Hightower Hurricanes on a kickoff return from Jeremy Payne, who's had a really good first quarter. Here's Benson now. Left side, Douglas has it, and he's going to pick up about, let's see where they mark it, 3 yards. 3 yards on the play. Caleb Douglas. He's got a couple of receptions, including a touchdown reception. And it'll bring up now 2nd down and 7 for the Hurricanes. The wind is at their back here in the second quarter. Under center now is Penson. Quick pass to the right. Kind of dangerous. Caught and then tumbled over quickly is Caleb Johnson for a 1-yard loss. What a nice play over there by the defender, Ekwim. Right there on the reception. It was in the air. Johnson had to go up for it, and his legs were taken right out from under him. No chance to advance because he landed on his backside immediately. So it's 3rd down and let's call it 8. Kempner needs a couple of more plays like that. Here's Penson now. Man in motion is Johnson. Inside flip pitch to him, and he's going to get around the edge. He's got the 1st down. He's inside the 40. He got the corner turned, and then he put the jets on and kept on going to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Hurricanes. It was just that little inside shovel pass to Johnson as he was in motion from left to right. He took it, and he found a lot of room to the right. 1st and 10, Hightower at their 39-yard line. They're in Cougar territory. The clock winds here with 10:15 to play. First half. Henson, right side, man wide open. Good catch. He's going to get about 4 yards on the play.
Pass complete to number 16, Kearney.
And
brings up
Kearney on the reception there. It was just a little hitch pattern. He went about 4 yards down the field, turned around, and there was the ball. Defender got him down early, though. Here's a handoff to a new runner up the middle. He's got the 1st down or close to it. And then that runner is, Misik Ducombe. I don't know if I've got that right or not. Ducombe. He's going to get the next handoff as well. And he's going to be he's going to be rattled a little bit there for a gain of maybe a couple of yards, but he got the 1st down. So Ducombe in the ball game. Second ball carry in a row for him. And he fakes it this time. He's got Douglas to the left. He spins out of the first tackle, and he's still going to about the 22. And it's a good play, but only a pickup of about 3. A little quick pass from Penson to Douglas again, and can't bring him down too easily on that first try.
Brings up 2nd down.
Most of the people in our audience know who the Big Four is in this district, but I'll explain that after this play. Hightower's going kind of fast.
Yes, it's 3 receivers to the left. Penson now back to pass, going to go into the corner, deep into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. What a pass. What a catch by Kearney. And it was real easy. Pitch and catch. Great pass by Penson. And it's another touchdown for Hightower. They're up 27-0 now. And this game just keeps on ballooning for the Hightower Hurricanes here.
I guess that crosswind that was kind of blowing toward us a few minutes ago has kind of settled down. The flags aren't really moving, but that was a perfect rainbow spiral with not a bit of a wobble in it. from Penson to Kearney.
And
wow.
Ventura now is on for the kick with Douglas as the holder. Good snap. Ventura's kick is good, and it's 28-0 Hightower.
First Iron Automotive is passing out the treats for your vehicles the entire month of October. $25 off select AC Delco batteries, $50 off brake pad replacement, and $75 off 4 tires. Head to the website firstironauto.com and claim your savings. You don't even have to wear a costume to get these Halloween treats all month long. First Iron Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointments today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firstironauto.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Hurricanes aren't really helpful to me when I get an idea in my head and I want to say it. They're either playing at a quick pace or they throw a touchdown pass or something like that. I don't get to say what I wanted to say, but here in the district in which Hightower and Kempner compete, you have basically the big 4, and it's almost a big 5. You have Hightower, Foster, Pato, Angleton, and Manville. That's 5 outstanding teams, and only 4 can make the playoffs.
Here's Ventura's kick with the wind. It is landing right at the goal line and then into the end zone. The receivers down there didn't want much to do with that. Let it go through. And the Hightower Hurricanes are blowing pretty quickly, with a high speed. We call them about a Category 4 storm right now, maybe a Category 5.
Yeah, if they need to ramp it up to a Category 5, they certainly can, but they've just had their way from the beginning in this one. And so here comes the Kempner offense from their 25, just trying to get something going on their last possession. They did move it a bit.
They are trying to get some positive plays, first downs, and hopefully get something on the board for their sake. Goss pitching to the right. It's received over there by Peters, I believe, and he picks up 5, and he's rudely met there at the 30-yard line by Mendez. Good run by Peters, and he's able to pick up 5, so if they can keep doing that kind of stuff, they'd be all right. But the last time they had a drive, they had some positive plays, and then they had a penalty, and that put him back to 2nd and 15, and it's pretty hard to come back from that kind of a penalty. Goss now with Peters behind him again. Pistol formation, 2 receivers left, got a man in motion, Evers. There's a quick pitch to the left, Peters. He tries to find some room, and there's nothing there. He was met and greeted rudely there by number 91, I believe. I got that number right? Number 91. I want to say baloney. Baloney.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. It's baloney. Travion Baloney.
You know, I didn't want to misspeak there. 3rd down and 7. But a nice play there by Baloney. And that is no baloney. Sorry about that. Goss, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They're trying to get that first down here. It's going to be tough. 3rd and 7. Fake handoff. He lost one up there, and it's just it was intercepted nicely by Hightower, and he's going to the left. He might go all the way. He's all the way to the 10, to the 5, at the pylon. Sublette made the interception, and it's a touchdown. What a play. Good run by Dylan Sublette. So I got that name right, I hope.
40-yard return, and you know, I guess that when Goss let that football go, he probably said a little prayer, and he threw it into a double team, and it was also, the flags don't really show it, but the ball behaved as if he threw it into a wind.
Yep.
It kind of knocked it down, and
well, as I was watching it, I wanted to say it was, it was kind of a duck, and it just kind of hung in the air, unfortunately for Kempner. And, ever since I've said it couldn't have got any worse for the, start for the Kempner Cougars, it's gotten worse each time. High snap. Nice job by Douglas to bring it down. Kick is good by Ventura. It's 35-0 Hightower.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Coming up at halftime, we're going to visit with Craig Way. If you like football in Texas, whether it's college football or high school football, you can't not know who Craig Way is. And even if you don't like the Longhorns, you have to love Craig Way. He's a great play-by-play announcer and one of the hosts of High School Scoreboard Live. He's also a genuine, absolutely nice, good guy, and he'll talk to anybody, including me, and we'll do that at halftime.
Guzman kicks it off, and that sails just short of the end zone, and they have to field it. And it's to the 10, 15, still on his feet. That is Equin, who he and his return mate Gray let it land, thinking it was going to go into the end zone, but it's stopped up short, so to speak, and they had to receive it. Otherwise, it would have. It's a live ball, as we mentioned a few times in different kicks throughout the year.
Well, I know Kempner wants to make something happen on a kickoff return because they're down 35-0, and it's really hard to get something going, but maybe you ought to simply opt to make the fair catch so that you know you can fair catch it anywhere you want, and it'll be at the 25-yard line or in front of the 25 if they happen to try a pop-up kick.
Which would be better field position than what that they have right now at the 16. Goss, shotgun snap, handoff Peters, flag flies into the pile. He's going to pick up maybe 2. That's in the holding area.
And it was 5-on-5 as Skylar Robinson, number 5 for the Canes, hit number 5, Peters for Kempner, the first. And how much? I don't think he got very much anyway, but this may be against the Cougs.
I think it is. I think it might be a legal chop block. I guess that means you have you're engaged. Somebody's engaged with the defender, and then somebody else comes in and cuts his legs out from under him. Illegal chop block. It's going to be second down and pretty close to 20.
And it's definitely one of those rules that's simply put in place for safety, because you can get injured on a chop block, and so I have no problem with it being a very costly penalty.
Yeah, and it's gonna be first and 18. You had to go half the distance there. The ball's on the 8-yard line. Handoff, fake. Here Goss being chased in the end zone, trying to get rid of it, and he does. And again, that is at least the third time he's just thrown the ball out of bounds with nobody to go to and being chased heavily by defenders.
Well, it's tough mathematically. It just shows how good Hightower is at pursuit. So you have Goss in the end zone, 3 guys breathing down his neck, running for his life, and then you got Evers. I don't know that Evers was anything close to open near the 20-yard line, but there were 2 dark green jerseys there. So
yeah,
there's just nothing Kempner can do. Hightower simply is not a good match for them physically.
You have 11 players on the field, but it looks like Hightower has 15 against them, the way they're all over the place. Goss, shotgun snap, second 18. Now he's fumbled the snap, and he's smothered right away. And the ball now at the 3-yard line. Again, it's just one play after another. And looks like Ellis was in on that pancake. Was that you said?
Yeah, Dalen Ellis kind of, he got a tackle for loss there, but it was the easiest tackle for loss he'll ever have because Goss just had to fall on it.
Yeah.
And he just had to touch him.
Yeah.
That's all he had to do.
And he did. Kind of late on him, too, a little bit, but nothing out of the rule books. Third down and 23 from their own 3-yard line. They're going the wrong way here, the Cougars. I formation this time. Inside, hand out to the up, man. Is he in there for a safety? Or are they going to give him forward progress? They give him forward progress, Roger.
You got to be kidding me.
He was tackled, 3 yards into the end zone, and apparently one of the linesmen has him right at the, quarter yard line?
At the credit card thickness yard line.
Yeah.
Patrick, I don't want to see Kempner humiliated here. I mean, my 2 boys both graduated from there. But, and granted, we don't have the best angle up here, but I don't see how that could not have been a safety.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, and I think there might have been a little bit of
mercy,
generous spot there. Here's Evers at as far back in the end zone as he can possibly be to receive the snap. And it's a good snap. Now he's going to run to his right to kick it because he's under pressure, and that's probably his best kick of the night. Spiraling, lands around the 35, rolls a couple of yards. There's Johnson picking it up, 1 move to the right. Now he's down the left side, and he's got a lot of room. He's inside the 20. He ran that ball about 25 yards. After he received it, he ran to the right, then came back to the left and had a lot of room. But there was a penalty marker on the play. Was there an offside or something here prior to the kick?
Patrick, it flew in early, but it didn't come from one of the linesmen, I don't think. I could be wrong. I thought it was our referee, Gordon Wong. Well, but it is offside, as you suspected.
So looks like they're going to re-kick it. Hightower would have had the ball about this 17-yard line, so Evers is going to have to do it again. He got out of that position quick. He received the snap, and he just ran to the right quickly because the rush was on. And from the running positions, kind of like that, what do they call those guys? The rugby-style kickers or whatever. Able to get a really good kickoff. This time, another spiraling kick lands around the 33-yard line. Again, it's fielded by Johnson. He's juking left and right, but he's wrapped up this time, and he's going to be tackled around a 38-yard line. And I'm trying to get the number here. Number 30 was able to get the tackle. And number 30 is not on my roster, Roger.
As fate would have it.
Yeah.
Okay, and these are the ones that we got out of the press box before the game.
Yes.
So presumably they are correct.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But
Sorry
somehow,
about that.
maybe he's one of those guys on the sub-varsity that wanted to play so bad he snuck onto the bus, even though he wasn't on the
and he just put a
varsity
jersey on.
roster.
He just put a jersey on and said, I'm playing. Get me in the ball game, coach. 35-0 Hightower. And they have the ball on the 39-yard line of Kempner. Penson back to pass. Downfield he goes. He hit him in the hands, and this time it was sort of knocked away by Jacoby King. That was intended for Douglas, and Penson laid it right in the hands.
Yeah, it could not have been thrown any better. It was a perfect pass. And, well, I guess Jacoby King, despite the homecoming game loss on Saturday, he's having a good last few days because he was the homecoming king, and he's Jacoby King.
Not only by, that ball was passed to the right, tipped by one of the Cougars, but it's received by Johnson. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. Touchdown, Johnson, Caleb Johnson. Wow, he flew out of there like a rocket once he got that ball, and I think the ball was tipped.
I think it was.
And it just got to him anyway, and he was able to gather it in and run up the field for a 39-yard touchdown play, and the onslaught is continuing here. 41-0 here in the first half.
By the way, a player for Kempner that despite the fact that they lost 36-7, their defense played way, way better than that final score would suggest on Saturday when they lost to Terry. Cody Winfam really, really impressed us with his defensive plays. So as the extra point kick is up and good.
By Ventura, and another nice job of holding the ball by Douglas, who had a little bit off to the right, and he's able to scoop it out of there.
So Cody Winfam, he probably for a split second had in his mind, I'm going to make one of those J.J. Watt, deflect it to yourself at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, grab it and run for 6 the other way. He came very close to doing that, but then it glances off his fingertips and it goes to Johnson. 39 yards later, touchdown Hightower. It's 42-0, and we've covered some ridiculous runaway games, and it's usually Marshall that's responsible for those. But if Hightower wants to outscore Marshall on its biggest blowout day, they're in a position to do it if they want to. I don't think Cornelius Anthony is going to want to. This is a perfect opportunity for his team because you have Pato next week. Once you've got this game in hand, and they already do,
right
at 42-0, you can just kind of rest your studs and let the guys who have been practicing hard get an opportunity. And
no reason
KEMPNER can keep it, kind of at a stalemate if they play it right.
No reason to risk the injury here. Here's Guzman with the kick. It's going to be landing around the 15-yard line, and just as this game's going, the Equum could not get to it, but fortunately for KEMPNER, it rolled out of bounds. So the Cougars are going to probably have their best field position starting here in the first half, as Guzman didn't get all of that one. He has been doing a good job kicking off before that, but after you kick so many of them, there's possibilities of errant kicks. Now there's penalty marker. One of them was because of the ball going out of bounds. There might have been one just at the kickoff line.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's offside, and they'll add 5 yards to the – well, they have to decline one of them, right?
All right.
I've never really understood that. I mean, why do you have to decline one of them? Why can't they take both and they would get the ball at the 35?
Well, that seems like a rule that you could probably implement pretty easily. Let's just give them both penalties, right? You add the yards up and give it to them, but that's not the way they do it. I'm not sure why, but well, here we go now. 30-yard line for KEMPNER is under 2 minutes to play here in the first half, and it's a 42-0 game with Hightower total command here. Here's a pass to the left. Evers has got it. He's past the 30 to about the 34. Little quick pass to the left, and Evers did a good job of receiving it and running straight up the field. Is that Julian Payne?
Yeah, that's
making the
little
tackle.
bro. You got Julian, you got Jeremy, and that is yet another Nick's Italian Restaurant family connection. Their family gets bigger every time you stop by FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. Nick's Italian Restaurant.
Well, Julian is the big brother. He's a senior. And here's another pass just to the right this time. Gray's got it, and he's going to have the first down, and he was by the jersey, kind of flung a little bit out of bounds. But it was a nice play. Number 33 was in there making a tackle. Straughter. Jeremy Straughter.
Rhymes with daughter.
Yeah. Gray was able to receive that ball, and he got a first down for the Cougars as it's under 2 minutes to play. We got a minute 9 here in the first half.
Don't forget, Craig Way is our halftime guest.
And we're getting close to that. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goss waits for the shotgun snap from the 41. Straight back to pass, being rushed. Ball comes out of his hands and recovered by the Hightower Hurricanes. Keyshawn Smith was right in on that. The ball just, I guess somebody got a hand on it, and it just came out of there. And to give Goss a little bit of a break, the rush was in on him right away. Like he had received the snap and took one step back, and here comes the 4 Hurricanes at him, and it's just tough for Goss here. He doesn't have a whole lot of time, and the Hurricanes just keep steaming away here. Going to try to possibly get to 49 here before half. 30-yard line of the Cougars. Penson with Payne behind him, and he hands it off to Payne, right side. 30, 25, good cut, still on his feet as he was tripped up around the 25, but he's able to stumble his way down to the 21. I really like Payne. He really looks good.
Yeah, there's something he can do. You can work on it, but you can't really teach it. Running as hard as he can, downhill, parallel to the line of scrimmage, plants his right foot and turns it up at full speed.
Penson behind, back to pass, down in the end zone. It's almost caught. What a effort down there. The pass was a pretty good pass, but just a little long for, I guess that is Kearney.
Kearney, as in Journey.
Yeah.
And who knows what kind of journey the Hightower Hurricanes are on right now. They're in Class 5A Division I.
I think they're on a good journey.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they are ranked 10th in the state. Rankings don't really mean too much. But every team that gets put in front of them they defeat other than Spring Westfield, which you and I saw, and we know how good Westfield is.
Yeah, Westfield really looked good that night, but the Hurricanes, they're looking really good out here. Here's a pitch to the left. He's got the corner. He's got the 10, the 5, touchdown, and it's a guy I have a hard time with his name. Ducombe.
Oh, man.
Ducombe.
Let me help you.
I just heard the announcement.
Andreas Misick Duncombe.
Ducombe makes the beautiful run up the left side, and he made a good cut, one cut basically, and then just scampered down the left sideline all the way to the end zone, and he kind of, once he got past the goal line, he did one of those stops. He got past the goal line and just stopped.
And one of his teammates made a great decision to hold his arms up and make sure the officials out in the flat knew that he was not holding.
Ventura now with another kick. It's up and it's good. It's 49-0. 17 seconds left in the half.
You know what I expected to happen there, Patrick? I expected the snap to go bad and for the holder to have to run to his right and score a two-pointer that he didn't even intend to score, and it would be half 100 in one half of football.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break and be back.
First Iron Automotive is passing out the treats for your vehicles the entire month of October. $25 off select AC Delco batteries, $50 off brake pad replacement, and $75 off 4 tires. Head to the website firstironauto.com and claim your savings. You don't even have to wear a costume to get these Halloween treats all month long. First Iron Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointments today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firstironauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Be with Patrick and me right here at Hall Stadium tomorrow night as it's Willow Ridge against Marshall, basically deciding the district championship. Patrick, I know it sounds rather presumptuous to say that since both teams will have 3 games left after that, but there's no way that any opponent left on the schedule will defeat either one of those except maybe Galena Park against Willow Ridge here at Hall Stadium, which is one of our final games of the season. That could, lead to a change in playoff seeding, but I would pick Willow Ridge to win that one as well.
Well, KEMPNER comes up to the line for the last play of the half. They're just going to put a knee on it and end the half. And mercifully for them. The score at halftime, Hightower 49 and KEMPNER nothing. Roger will be back with
Craig Way.
Craig Way.
He's right over there.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
You are the master of the multitask. Everything and we mean everything. We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Welcome back. It's halftime on VypeFortBend.com, and we always like to make sure that you stay with us during halftime, and we think you will this time for sure, because with us is Craig Way, who is so many things to so many people who love sports, especially University of Texas sports. But because we look at everything through the high school prism, I'm going to introduce you as the host of Football Friday Night. How about that?
Well, I appreciate that, Roger. Thanks very much. And I enjoy, obviously, calling all the state championship games and the Texas Football Days game for Bally Sports Southwest, the former Fox Sports Southwest, and doing High School Scoreboard Live. It's been a labor of love, and I've done it for over 20 years, and I've been broadcasting high school football. This is my 40th season doing it, so I'm excited about it.
And by the way, I know the name of the program. I just blanked because I'm talking to Craig Way. I had to take a deep breath before we started this interview. So let's talk about what the show has become. It has evolved into something where it has to win the award for that kind of show every year because there is no show like it. First of all, congratulations to you and everybody who's a part of it. It's an amazing program. But what are some things that maybe ordinary viewers wouldn't know about High School Scoreboard Live?
Well, you are correct, Roger, in that it has evolved. It's an outgrowth of a program that really started back in the 90s, just called High School Extra. And that show was actually an outgrowth of a radio show I used to do in Dallas when I worked at KRLD, and I did a high school scoreboard show on Friday nights from 11 to midnight, and we covered an area of about 150 miles because we had a radius, because we had a large signal, 50,000 watt signal, so a lot of folks were listening, so it was important. It was every bit as important for the folks in Pilot Point and Electra and Millsap to hear their scores as it was for Highland Park or Plano to hear their score. So we took it all under wing, and we did it that way. And then a producer named Jeff Watts started High School Extra, and we did High School Extra, and that was a show where we traveled all across the state of Texas, and had our band and did features and stories on high school student athletes and teams and coaches and things like that. And then in 1996. We started a scoreboard show called High School Extra Live, where it was really just what folks see today. It was in its infancy. We'd get footage from places across the state of Texas, and we would do final scores and recaps and things like that. Over time, it has really evolved, and especially with new and advanced and modern ways of transmitting video, to where we could get almost instantaneous highlights on the show. And the show has expanded. It's a 2-hour show now. It goes from 11 at night until 1 in the morning. And you'd be surprised or maybe you wouldn't be, knowing how much folks love high school football in this state. If something is amiss or something is missing, we hear from them at 12:43 a.m. or something. Hey, what about the score from so-and-so? So we know there's a lot of folks watching. We have been fortunate. We have won multiple awards, Lone Star Emmy awards and things like that. But the main thing is we know it's serving a purpose for high school football fans across the state of Texas, and we love what we do.
If you stepped away, I'm sure that as you came back, you recognized the voice as Craig Way, host of High School Scoreboard Live. And let's talk about how all those logistical challenges that you have, because Texas is so big, those needs were somewhat met by all these great new methods for transmitting video and doing Zooms and interviews with the coaches while he's on the bus on the way back. I love that stuff. But one thing that you do have to move something from point A to point B, and that is your reporters and their photographers. You go an incredible number of miles, and talk about how that is assigned and how you get that done.
Well, I think that that the importance was recognized early to have reporters at key games, no matter the classification, across the state of Texas. So whereas we could have somebody at a North Shore Katy game on Friday night because that's a big game, by the same token, we're going to have somebody at Richland Springs and Borden County for a 6-man game because that's important, and you might have 2 unbeaten teams and all points in between. So we like to think that we do get it covered in all classifications from 6A down to 6-man. So as a staff, we look at it and say, what are some of the big games? And then those are identified, and which reporters get assigned to which ones. The ones that are more comfortable with, say, they know a lot about East Texas, and they might be over in there. Somebody handles the greater Austin area, or somebody out in West Texas that we're used to. So, but the reporters that we have are outstanding, and they go all over the state.
And you work them hard because they will do a Thursday night game, and they'll do the Look Live report from that Thursday night game, and then they'll come back and do another one on Friday. And I was thinking, how does Katie Ingleson get from there to there? Well, it was a Thursday, Friday thing.
Yeah, and then during the postseason, Katie may hop back in the car and go, say, from Austin down to San Antonio, which is a short enough drive to go for a Saturday game. So we keep the reporters busy. They do a fabulous job. They do their homework. They visit with the coaches during the week. They'll have Zooms and visit with them. So they're up to speed. They're not just showing up and saying, hey, Team A beat Team B. They've done their homework. They're prepared, and they understand what's going into each game.
And Katie is every bit as nice as she is pretty. I can say that for sure. We'll come back real quickly and ask Craig one more question, and that is what it's like to be him during the football season, because it's not easy. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, you free for a sec? Got a little free time? Because Xfinity Flex, it's free too. It comes with Xfinity Internet. Flex is a 4K streaming box that puts all of your apps in one place. And Peacock Premium is included. Get tons of movies and shows. Free, on the house, thrown in, gratis, which is Latin for free. Or thank you, I can't remember. Point is, with Xfinity Flex, your entertainment starts at free. Can your internet do that? Am I free to leave?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add a free Flex 4K streaming box and get Peacock Premium included. And now through October 11th, get $100 back when you sign up online. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Subscription required to access streaming services.
Hi, this is Mariela and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
We're back at halftime on VypeFortBend.com with Craig Way, the voice of the Longhorns and the host of High School Scoreboard Live. And Craig, you can't be at every single program because there are times when the Longhorns are playing too far away, maybe a Saturday daytime game. But what is it like? What are some of the big adventures you've had trying to get from one place to another?
Well, adventures is one way to describe it. I try, first of all, to minimize the risk. I've never missed a kickoff for a Texas game. The only game I've even missed in this is now 30 seasons in the broadcast booth for the Longhorns and 20 seasons of doing play-by-play on football. So I've only missed one game, and that was the day that I lost my wife when she passed away in 2016. But every other game I've made, and on Friday nights I'll do the Scoreboard Live show. I think last year we ended up doing 21 because of the state championship games that got pushed to January. So out of the 21 shows we did, I did 19 of them, and I only missed 2. and that was for a road trip like up to Kansas State, and then there was another one as well. So other than that, if it's anywhere in the state of Texas, I'm pretty comfortable about doing the show Friday night and then traveling on Saturday. You get out of the state, and especially if you have to make multiple plane changes, I don't want to run that risk. So occasionally I do have to miss.
All right. One more observation before he lets you go. It's an honor to talk to you. You mentioned the passing of your wife. That was one of those times when we're here at the Texas High School Coaches Association. That's how I get a chance to talk to folks like you. And there's just a feeling of fraternity and sorority and family around here. And I know that even though they're great rivals who love nothing more than to beat Texas, I know they reached out in a very sentimental and loving way to help you and your family grieve.
Everybody's been great, and they were tremendous, and they were equally, like I said, I lost my wife 5 years ago, and then 2 years ago, you talk about being blessed, ran into someone, an old friend I'd known for a long, long time, and she and I struck up a friendship and began dating there afterwards. And one of my late wife's last request to me was, she said, "Do me a favor, don't die a lonely old man." And she her words are living on. And Linda and I have been together for the past couple of years now, and we're engaged. And it's but everybody who was as kind to me when Laurie passed away has been equally as excited about what the future will hold for Linda and myself. So we're excited about that, and it's great. I'll tell you what, Roger, like we said, it's great to have football back. It's great to have fans back in the stands full on. It's great to have our seasons back and everybody being able to act again. That's the exciting thing.
No question about it. And that last thing that you said just really, it touched me even more so than all those things that I heard on the radio and saw on television about people reaching out to you and just making sure that you felt comforted by the entire state of Texas. Craig Way, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure, Roger. Glad to be with you.
All right, we will have the third quarter for you shortly on VypeFortBend.com. Don't go away.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a fourth generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, welcome back. And the HIGHTOWER band and dance team is about to perform, and I believe we're going to have the crowning of somebody. Frankly, Patrick, I'm not even 100% certain that this is the homecoming game for HIGHTOWER.
I think it's one of those father-daughter dance routine situations. You know what I mean?
Earlier on, when I was running across the field, actually, I think I committed a faux pas. I ran out between fathers and daughters or somebody that were being introduced to the crowd. But I was in a hurry, and I think I ran between them. But they were wearing sashes. So I was thinking, this looks like a royalty situation.
Well, they're the fathers, if that's indeed who they are, I think it is, are dressed in white shirts and looks like pink ties, and they're doing a little dance with the dance team.
Okay, well, let's give you a couple of scores. Patrick, I'm trying to figure out what would have been a better game to do. The one that we're doing right now, where it's a 49-0 halftime score, is Hightower leads Kempner. But at a non-Fort Bend ISD location,
near you,
Dulles and Elkins are playing each other, and it's been a terrible season from the get-go for the Elkins Knights, as you know. For the Dulles Vikings, it started off okay in pre-district, but they've just really struggled in their district games. Somebody's ahead 9-0 at the half. Who do you think it is?
I have a feeling it's Elkins.
You're right.
Yeah.
The Knights are on top, 9-0. And by the way, as you know, just in case there's somebody maybe out of state or just unaware, there's a little bit of a logistical problem in playing all the football games in Fort Bend ISD this year, simply because this Hall Stadium is the only operative football stadium. They're making all those improvements from a bond issue that was approved by the voters a couple of years ago, but every time that they dig into Mercer Stadium to fix something, they find problems. It's simply costing more and taking longer, and that's why if a varsity football game is played on Fort Bend ISD soil, so to speak, it's here at Hall Stadium.
Well, where's that game being played?
I think maybe it's at Rhodes Stadium in Katy, if I'm not mistaken. It could possibly be at Stafford Stadium, but it's one or the other, I'm pretty sure. And so that just reminds me that Hightower fans, we're going to follow your team to Katy Rhodes Stadium next week as they take on Peyto. Now, that's not a game where Fort Bend is having to borrow a stadium. It's just that Peyto is the home team, and that's where they're going to play. But it's the only game to do in that particular time slot next week. Tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow night, it'll be me going solo, Willow Ridge and Marshall from right here at Hall Stadium. And then on Saturday night, I just found out that Patrick will join me for the game between Travis and Clements. Travis smarting after their loss to Bush last week, and Clements riding high in a season when they have only lost to the Ridgepoint Panthers. And Patrick, your son plays for Travis, so how badly do the Tigers want to win that football game?
Well, I think they're very hungry. Of course, they just did not look at the top of their game the other day against Bush. Give Bush a lot of credit. Their defense played well, as they usually do. That game came up to be a fumble recovery for a touchdown, 50-yard or so fumble recovery for a touchdown, and then a long punt return for a touchdown. Otherwise, it was basically a tie game or a one-point game, and those two plays were basically the determining factors of the outcome of that game. It was going pretty tight throughout the whole game until that fumble recovery, and then it kind of got away from Travis and got on the good side for the Bush Broncos, a big win for them. I noticed that Clemens did win last week, but only by, was it 2?
Oh, yeah, it was by the skin of their teeth.
Elkins, maybe they're playing a little bit better football now the last few games. They gave them a big scare last week.
They sure did. And I was going to give you some more scores, but there's just not that much of interest right now. The number 12 ranked Spring Lions, who have lost only once, and that was to Westfield. We know how good Westfield is, and certainly Hightower does. Spring leads only 7-0 over Aldine Davis. However, that's with 11:04 to go in the first quarter. So they scored within 56 seconds.
Maybe they ran a kickoff back as well.
They very well could have. And later on, actually, the game has started already between Westfield and the Aldine MacArthur Generals, but we don't have any score to report on that one just yet. North Shore and Summer Creek just underway. North Shore, despite losing a game this year, they're still ranked number 9 in the state of Texas in Class 6A. And also, there's a huge game going on right now, and it was not an easy decision. I kind of wish we would have done something differently. But the Ridgepoint Panthers are playing at George Ranch. That's a 7 o'clock start. And fans, just in case you're wondering why didn't we go there, it's simply because we didn't have a very good arrangement when we went to Trailer Stadium for a game last year. They put us in a radio booth with another radio team, and it's a very small room with 2 people talking, and it just I didn't want to go through that again. And frankly, I think Ridge Point's going to win pretty easily. But Hightower is playing so well this year, we had to give him some love.
And here it is.
We had to be here tonight, and we won't get that many chances to cover Hightower. But, it's the last several years, it's kind of been the big two in the playoffs. It's Ridge Point and Marshall who go the farthest. But I think it's going to be the big three this year. I think we got Ridge Point, Marshall, and Hightower all with an opportunity to go, I'm thinking, at least third round.
Yeah, Hightower looks good, and it depends on the matchups always and who you're going to face and where you're playing and all that. But there's no reason why Hightower can't win a couple of games at least and make a run here.
Okay, Patrick, so we've got 6.5 minutes to go before halftime, and I told you off mic during one of our commercial breaks that there's something I just want to explore as a topic, and we can wander into other topics if we want. But how about television show plot lines that are just utterly ridiculous and would never really happen, even though the show might have been interesting and or funny? Can you think of a particular episode where something happened that just was implausible?
I really want to give you my trivia question first.
Okay,
Can I do that?
Hit me.
Okay.
There's nothing off the table. We just want to keep it clean.
Yeah, okay.
And I know you will.
Yeah, so here's a quote. This is a quote, and I want you to tell me who made the quote. Okay?
I'll do my best.
I have a feeling you can do it, but I don't know. That was a great game of golf, fellas. Let's go get a Coca-Cola.
That was a great game of golf, fellas. Let's go get a Coca-Cola. I know the movie Caddyshack very well. It was not that one.
Nope.
It was. I know the movie Tin Cup pretty well.
I'll give you a clue. First of all, it is not from a movie.
It's not from a movie.
It is a real It's a real quote.
A real quote.
That was a great round of golf, fellas. Let's go get a Coca-Cola.
Okay, well, I am at a loss, Patrick. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Where did that come from? Who said it?
I will give you a clue. This person who said it was one of the great singers of all time. Now, if he played golf, who could that be?
Andy Williams.
Close. Who else played a lot of golf?
Played a lot of golf. Great singer. All-time. Great singer.
In movies, but also just an all-time great singer. In fact,
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Had to be Bing Crosby.
Roger, this is the day, 1977, when he died of a heart attack, and those words were his last words he spoke.
Wow.
That was a great game of golf, fellas. Let's go get a Coca-Cola.
Last words. How about that?
He went, took a few steps after he said that. They were close to the clubhouse in Spain, somewhere in Spain, and then he collapsed, unfortunately, of a heart attack, and that's how the great Bing Crosby ended his life. He ended on the golf course where he loved to do a lot. He loved golf. Wasn't there a Bing Crosby tournament or something they had?
Now they call it, I think, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, but they used to call it the Bing Crosby Clam Bake. And it was right there on the shore of the Pacific, beautiful Pebble Beach, and that was a tradition. Okay, I'm going to...
you're going to... Go ahead.
No. Did you have another...
No, you're going to have to start us off on the...
okay.
On the strange
plot
lines.
So it's just kind of nitpicky, but when you think about it, okay, you enjoy the show, it's funny, yada, 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 but sometimes you think that would never happen. Okay, so on Seinfeld, the great baseball player, formerly of the New York Mets, Keith Hernandez, so he gets to know Jerry. They meet at a health club where they've both been working out, and so what did Keith Hernandez ask Jerry Seinfeld to do?
Asked him to help him move.
That's right. He asked him to help him move. You think Keith Hernandez is going to move his own household? Give me a break. That's ridiculous. And if he was going to ask a buddy to move it, he probably wouldn't ask a stand-up comic to do it. So that's just ridiculous.
In that episode, too, they remember George was like, he asked you to help him? In your first meeting or something like that. It was like they're trying to liken it to actual dating, and that's a funny episode. I thought you were going to mention the one where they had the what was it, the conspiracy theory about how somebody spit on
Roger McDowell
Yeah.
was the second spitter who actually spit on Kramer and Newman after a game they watched in 1987, and they were
Right.
walking out of Shea Stadium.
And then Jerry had to. You're telling me that spit took what did he say? A direct turn to the left and
paused in midair,
mind you. And then he said, "That is one." What did he say? One
magic loogie. Well, how about the one where George had this little keychain thing that you squeeze and it said something? It was a Phil Rizzuto who said, "Holy cow!"
Yeah.
Every time you squoze it.
Yeah.
And so he dropped it, and it was covered up in a pothole on a New York City street, and yet people could still hear it while it was buried under asphalt patching.
Oh my goodness!
Come on.
Yep.
Okay, here's another thing, but it's totally a new topic, but I think it deserves saying. But it's one of those things where people in baseball are talking about it. It's kind of a ridiculous thing, but I think they're overlooking the question. Okay, so in the glorious Game 4 in which the Astros eliminated the White Sox, there was a hit by pitch.
Late in the game?
Late in the game, yeah.
Ninth inning.
Was it? It was the guy we acquired from the Mariners.
I can't remember the name, but the guy he hit was
the guy with the beard.
The guy that he hit was one of their big studs.
Yeah, it was Abreu.
Abreu,
Abreu
right.
was hit.
Right.
And it was, my goodness, why can't I remember the name of the Astros pitcher? The guy that they send in before they send in Ryan Presley. Well, Tony La Russa got upset about it. He went out and argued with the umpires. It was just ridiculous to think that the Astros would possibly, in a game they were trying to win to finish off a series, would have been throwing at a batter.
Right, yeah.
But then after the game, La Russa sat down for a news conference. And Patrick, I can't even tell what he said. It sounded like he had marbles in his mouth. Well, he hardly opens his mouth when he speaks anymore, and he's kind of got that old man slur now, and I can't even understand what he said. I don't know what he said.
Well, I think I might have heard a tape of that, and
could you understand what he said?
Not very well. But he did say he thought he said it was obvious that he threw at him and all that. And within all that, he said, they beat us, but they outplayed us, but he hit him. I don't know why he did. Well, here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 20-yard line and still going up the field to the 40, the 45, and ridden out of bounds. And now we're going to have some hard times here because the lights are off where we are, but I think that was Ekwin who got the ball. And
Ikenna Ekwim, you are correct, sir.
He scampered up the field, straight up the field for about a 23-yard gain. That's about the best play they've had in the whole game tonight. Now, the game started off with an opening kickoff that was run back for a touchdown by the Hightower Hurricanes. That was Jeremy Payne. And Roger had mentioned in that first quarter, early on, he had mentioned that Jeremy was really delivering a lot of pain.
And this was the House of Pain.
House of Pain, and that was like.
And his brother Julian did something too.
And it was only like 4 minutes gone in the quarter, and he was already administering all that pain. Here's a rush from behind and a sack. Goss didn't have much luck on that play as Baloney got in on that tackle. I've seen him a few times in the backfield. He's quick to the backfield and makes a good tackle for a 4-yard loss. And the second half gets underway about like the first half ended for Kempner. They have not been able to muster up much of an offense, and it's been all Hightower, as you can tell by the score, 49-0.
Well, Goss looked to his left. He was trying to find Antonio Jacobs over on the near side, but it just wasn't there. He turned to the right, and he was instantly sacked.
Here he is now with the two receivers to the right, one to the left. Peters behind him. And it's going to be a roll out to the left. Looked like he pitched it forward, but I don't think they're going to call it. Peters was able to get it, and he only picked up. Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
But there would be nothing illegal about that.
That's true.
If it was forward in that situation.
You're right. I was back in the lawns of the neighborhood where we used to call forward laterals on stuff like that, but the quarterback can certainly do that.
As long as he's behind the line of scrimmage, a forward lateral is fine.
Yep.
Well, I guess as long as he's behind the line of scrimmage, he can throw it underhanded, overhanded, however he wants to anybody.
Hence the little shovel passes that they make to the backs or receivers that come in motion across the line. Speaking of that, he's got a man in motion here, Gray, from left to right. Snap to Goss. He's back to pass. He gets one downfield. It's going to be intercepted again. That's I believe, the second or third interception. You just can't get that ball all the way to the receiver, and a good job of coverage there. I believe it's 36. And I'm going to see if I can find him on the board here. Looks like Scott, Jaden Scott made the interception there. He's on the board in the scorebook with a nice play.
I think he's in pain because they come over and they keep the first guy slapped him on top of the helmet, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, about a half a dozen teammates whacking him on the helmet as hard as they can, but he's laughing it off.
They got one of those turnover chains or whatever that he puts around his neck, and then he shows the crowd, who gives him some approval. Here's the ball now handed off and spun down quickly. And
you got a new quarterback, number 14 for the Hurricanes.
And a new runner, too. I'm trying to get his number. It looks like, well, you know, how often have we seen this, Roger, where the guy's got his jersey kind of scrunched up, and we can't tell for sure who that is. But their quarterback, we can tell that guy is Stewart. Joseph Stewart Jr.
Joseph Stewart Jr. Now, who is Joseph Stewart Sr.? If he's famous, we'll call him Jr. Otherwise, I think he's just Joseph Stewart.
Well,
if Dad is listening, he can come tell us why we need to call him Junior and Senior.
Here's a handoff, and he's swallowed up right away, and I'm still trying to figure out who that is.
I think it's 21.
Well, it's the same fella who carried it the last time, I think.
Cougars stop the Hurricanes line of scrimmage.
Let's see.
Bring up third down.
No, it's maybe it's 22. No.
It's this guy
He's
right
coming
here.
over this way.
Number 20, maybe. Is that who it is? Could it be?
Maybe when he turns around, we look at his back. We'll know.
Well, sorry, folks.
It
might have been
28.
28. We're just having a hard time seeing it all, and looks like it's Hankins.
Yes, it's Hankins.
Right. Frederick
Hankins was kind of their second back.
I feel like
in games we've seen before.
Yeah, I feel like he's got a few calls earlier here in the season. 3rd and 12. Pass downfield. He's got a man wide open at the 40. He had to wait for it at about the 35, but he made the catch. I believe it's number 81, Elijah Jones. Jones made the catch. He was wide open. There was nobody around him, and the only thing that avoided the touchdown was the ball was slightly underthrown, but it is being thrown into the wind. But it was a good play as Stewart goes downfield to Jones.
Hey, we
for a
got
first
light.
down. We did get light. That helps us. Handoff. Nice cut, and he's down inside the 15, and it's number 9. It is Eaglin. That'd be Brendan Eaglin, 5'9" junior. Picked up a first down on that play. He gets the ball again. Another nice cut to the left side. Cuts it back inside to about the 12-yard line. They got good feet, these runners. They got excellent cutting ability by all these runners for Hightower.
You know, before that long pass to Elijah Jones, I was getting ready to say the Kempner defense has taken care of business and gotten the 3 and out, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, unfortunately for them. 2nd down and 7. That ball on a shotgun snap rolled back to Stewart, who now just has to run to his left for his life, and he's able to pick up 2. Pretty good job by Stewart to just get the ball scooped up and then go forward with it for a 2-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 5. Clock winds to close to 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. And as we've mentioned several times now, a big lead for Hightower. Hankins in the backfield with Stewart. Shotgun snap, back to pass, goes to his right, and he overshoots his receiver. And the man he's looking for there looks like Ferguson. He just simply overthrew him, and it's 4th down and 5.
You know, Patrick,
this is the first 4th down they've had all night, I believe.
I think you're right. I can't say that for 100% sure, but
it's close. Yeah,
I will say that the Kempner defense has taken care of business.
There you go.
And the Office Depot on Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land takes care of business every single day, so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every single week. Kempner forces the field goal attempt from 27 yards.
Here's Ventura from the hold of Douglas. The snap is good. The kick is up. It looks good. It is good. 52-0 Hightower. Let's take a short break.
Hey, you free for a sec? Got a little free time? Because Xfinity Flex, it's free too. It comes with Xfinity Internet. Flex is a 4K streaming box that puts all of your apps in one place. And Peacock Premium is included. Get tons of movies and shows, free, on the house, thrown in, gratis, which is Latin for free. Or thank you, I can't remember. Point is, with Xfinity Flex, your entertainment starts at free. Can your internet do that? Am I free to leave?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add a free Flex 4K streaming box and get Peacock Premium included. And now through October 11th, get $100 back when you sign up online. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/18/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Subscription required to access streaming services.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Kempner getting the ball back, and Ekwem was able to receive that kickoff off the bounce, and he made a nice return again. That's the second good return for him here in the half, although he apparently stepped out of bounds much further than I thought he did. He's at the 33. He ran all the way close to the 50, but apparently stepped out of bounds quite a bit before the 50.
Got a score for you, Patrick.
Let's hear it.
Ridge Point, in the first minute of the second quarter, leads George Ranch 7-0 at Traylor Stadium.
All right, that's beginning of the second quarter. Sounds like a pretty good start to the game there. Here's a quick pass to Gray. He's got the 35, close to the 40. That's going to be a gain of 7. A quick pass to the left to Gray from Goss, and it produced a 7-yard gain. Actually, it's going to be a 6-yard gain.
And Convell Dukes made the tackle, but I think Convell kind of got the worst of it as, the ball carrier just kind of lowered his shoulder and ran over the tackler. That, Gray, he kind of initiated helmet-to-helmet contact, and when the offensive guy does it, there's never a penalty.
That's correct. 2 receivers to both sides for Goss. Peters in the backfield with him. Now he's rolling to his right. Looks downfield. It's intercepted. And he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line. And a good play by the defensive player. I'm thinking it's number 25, but I'm going to make sure.
I think you're right. It's 25.
25, and that is Guidry. Thaddeus Guidry. He was Johnny on the spot that time with another interception for Hightower, and it just unfortunately, the ball almost looked like it was thrown to him.
You don't want to completely give a quarterback a pass for throwing an interception, but Goss has just been under such duress.
Yeah,
every time he's tried to throw.
He was under pressure again.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's tough to get it in there with all that pressure. Back to pass, Stewart. He's going to go deep. He's got a man open. It's a touchdown. What a catch and what a pass. That's Ferguson on the fingertip catch in the corner of the end zone at the beginning part of the end zone, and a great pass down there by Stewart, Joseph Stewart. They thought they'd just throw it up there and try to get a nice pass play for Stewart. Ferguson. That was a great catch.
And that is an Archer Volkswagen touchdown scoring drive. It covers 25 yards, and it lasts one play, which takes 7 seconds, and it culminates in the pass from Stewart to Ferguson.
Yeah, they thought they might as well go for it, give Stewart a chance to make a good play, a good pass, and then Ferguson did a good job of his pattern. Ball laid in there nicely. Here's the snap was over the head on the extra point, and then recovered by the new holder. Looks like Davis.
Yeah, that's another, the Hightower Fighting Caleb's. You got Caleb Davis, Caleb Johnson, and Caleb Douglas.
That one spelled a little bit differently, but no chance for Davis. That ball was well over his outreached hands there.
Well, he did show us great speed as he turned around to cover up the football and make sure it didn't end up being a 2-point play the other way for Kempner. But it's 58-0 with 3:40 to go in the third, and we'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
First Iron Automotive is passing out the treats for your vehicles the entire month of October. $25 off select AC Delco batteries, $50 off brake pad replacement, and $75 off 4 tires. Head to the website firstironauto.com and claim your savings. You don't even have to wear a costume to get these Halloween treats all month long. First Iron Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointments today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firstironauto.com.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business.
Here we are back at Hall Stadium with Hightower leading 58-0. Third quarter, 3:20 to play. The kickoff there was returned by Ekwin again, who got it to the 25-yard line. One thing's for sure, the Hightower kickoff team has had a lot of work tonight, and the Kempner kick receive team has had a lot of work tonight. The only kickoff that Hightower has received tonight was a kickoff touchdown returned by Jeremy Payne on the opening kickoff. Goss has the snap. He hands it off. Up the middle he goes for a gain of about 3. And I'm trying to see, that would be Wiggins this time. A.W. Wiggins was flying through there at high speed when he was hit like a brick wall at the 23-yard line. But he's able to get back to that huddle. 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Kempner has not gotten past the 50-yard line in this game offensively. Goss now rolling to the left. He's going to pitch it, but he was so close to him, and now the ball's fumbled and scooped up and almost returned all the way, but he was tripped up at the very end. That, boy, give me that name. Give me that name.
Let me look at this one. Chisholm on Wuzuribo. Chisholm on Wuzuribo.
That was a good scoop, and he's almost able to take it to the house. It almost looked like he tripped over one of his own players who just happened to be laying close to the play.
The pitch, they didn't really keep the right pitch relationship. You need to be a good 12 to 15 feet apart at least.
They were like right next to each other. And
he was right there. It was kind of like tossing someone at point blank range, just tossing them an apple and
Wiggins
expecting them to catch it.
He didn't have much chance to get that. And finally, when he was about ready to corral the ball, he was hit hard, and the ball came flying out of there. I believe that's the 4th turnover for Kempner. Here's a run up the middle, Hankins. And, boy, he's a big fella to bring down.
He's a rolling ball of butcher knives. He's just very hard to tackle.
He rumbles down there for a 7-yard gain. He is a big fella.
Well, it is hard to imagine this drive not ending in an excess of 60 points for the Hightower Hurricanes. They've just been unstoppable tonight, and they've, Coach Cornelius Anthony has put in the reserves, and they're going to be out there playing hard, and you can't expect them not to.
Here they are.
Let's see what happens.
At the 13-yard line, a minute to play here in the third quarter. Hankins again, and he just rumbles inside the 10 to about the 7. And that's fun running when you can get in there and find a hole and got that end zone in your sights.
And there's A.W. Wiggins. He plays both ways, and he made the tackle, but it's first and goal. That's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. But don't do it right now. We've got half a minute to go in the third quarter as Hightower breaks the huddle.
They're at the 7-yard line, first and goal. Stewart is the quarterback. Hands it off to Hankins again. To the 5, to the 4, and a host of Cougars able to bring him down. We're going to take a break here. It's the end of the third quarter. 58-0 Hightower.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
All right, we start the fourth quarter. Patrick will describe a second down and goal play from the 5 for Hightower.
Stewart has the formation set. It's going to be a pistol formation. Stewart with, looks like Hankins behind him. At the 5, it's second and goal. And it's going to be a handoff to Hankins, right side. He's got the 5, maybe inside the 5, maybe to the 4. Or
Kempner played that very well.
Looks like they're going to spot that for a no gain, and it's third down and 5.
And I think it's Wiggins who might have gotten part of the tackle there. He's walking around kind of slowly. I think anytime you tackle Hankins, there's a good chance that you're going to come away in some pain.
Well, he's listed at...
Actually, it was number 3. I'm sorry.
All right, so that'd be Gray. Hankins is listed at 230, so he's going to be bigger than most of those cornerbacks for sure.
He runs heavy.
Here's the 3rd and 5, third and goal, I guess, from the 5 for Hightower. And Stewart fakes the handoff to Hankins, rolls to his right, got a man open in the corner of the end zone, and he dropped it. It was right
Caleb.
in the midst there. It was in the midst, and he just couldn't squeeze it. That was a touchdown all the way as it was in the corner of the end zone, the back corner, and there was nobody there.
That's the first time someone named Caleb for Hightower has not made a play when he had the opportunity.
Well, now they're going to try a field goal. I guess in some ways it's an opportunity for the field goal team to get some work in here. As Ventura steps out, he's going to be a tired kicker after today with all the extra points and a few kickoffs. But he's okay with that. He wants the work. He'll be kicking a 22-yard field goal, just a bit longer than an extra point. Here's the snap, good one, good hold, and the kick is up and good. 61-0. We'll take a break.
First Tire and Automotive is passing out the treats for your vehicles the entire month of October. $25 off select AC Delco batteries, $50 off brake pad replacement, and $75 off 4 tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. You don't even have to wear a costume to get these Halloween treats all month long. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointments today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families. so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
We are back, and it's 61-0. Hightower over Kempner. The Hurricanes certainly flexing their muscle as they will improve their record to 7-1. Only loss was to Westfield.
Here's Ventura's kick. Fielded at about the 11. Ekwim again has it. Runs to his left this time, and he's to the 30. Still on his feet, but then he's pinned down at about the 32. And then we got a late marker in. It might be one of those, well, I can't speculate, but it might be one of those personal fouls. But perhaps a block in the back. Let's find out.
It came late. I'm thinking after the play. Maybe unsportsmanlike or something. Here we go.
Dead ball. You are right, Roger. Unnecessary roughness after the play. As Roger said, it was the flag came in late after the play was over, which kind of gives you that hint that it might be one of those, quote, dead ball fouls, and it's marked up at the 46, and Kempner has a chance to get past midfield here.
Well, it's a shame that Kempner's in this situation, and hopefully they can rebound next week. Hopefully they'll get a very long week to prepare for their next game. You know, last week they played on Saturday, and here they are on Thursday against a tough team. It just wasn't a good situation.
Yeah, you mentioned that the other night, how tough that's going to be, as Goss is being rushed and he's being sacked for a loss of about 4 yards. The tackler, I believe, is Ellis.
Dalen Ellis.
He's a big boy. He's, I guess he's playing that nose tackle position. He's got straps coming out of his jersey, and he's excited about the big sack there.
Tomorrow night we'll have Marshall and Willow Ridge from right here at Hall Stadium. Countdown to kickoff show at 6:45, and then at 5:45 p.m. on Saturday it's Travis and Clements.
And here's the snap on a 2nd down and 14. Goss looks to his right. He has this man open. Fielded at the 20, at the 56-yard line, or excuse me, at the 46-yard line, and I believe that was Iwu. Is that Iwu?
Yeah, Iwu. I-W-U-H, Iwu.
Fortune Iwu made the catch, and he was turned upfield and gained about 7 yards. So a pretty good play there. Brings up 3rd and 8. One of the few, well, I guess Goss has had a few completions, but not many.
And if Kempner fails on 3rd and 8 here but doesn't have a big loss of yardage, I'm sure they'll go for it.
No reason not to. 61-0 Hurricanes. And we're in the 4th quarter. Goss waits for the snap. Runs to his left. Looks like he's going to run all the way. And he's trying to get to the outside, and he can't. And a nice play by number 25, Guidry. I believe he has an interception in the game, and that was a beautiful tackle for a loss. And Roger, they lost quite a few yards on that play, but it looks like are they still going to go for it?
I think they're sending out the punt team.
Yep, at 3rd and 8 turns into 4th and 13. And they're going to punt it away. Evers has been pretty busy from the punting position tonight, which is not what you want. You don't want your punter busy and your long snapper and so on, and they have had that tonight. Kempner has. Evers waits for the snap from the 43-yard line. He'll be putting it in the air from about the 35. He rolls to his right and kicks that rugby style. It seems to be a little bit better effort when he kicks out of that kind of style, and that ball lands on the 20 and rolls horizontally right on the 20-yard line. Kind of an interesting roll there. But a pretty good punt by Evers.
Cody Wynn-Pham downed it, and you know, Cody Wynn-Pham really made his presence felt in that game on Saturday, made several great defensive plays for the Cougs, but he hasn't really had a chance to cause any havoc when Hightower has had the football.
The Cougars, that game last week was highly competitive. And Terry scored a couple of later, like 3rd quarter, early 4th quarter touchdowns, and I thought it was a very good game.
And Terry scored twice off of the Kempner offense on turnovers.
Right. Here's a handoff, kind of muffed a little bit, but then gathered by Miller.
And look who makes the play. Cody Winfam.
You just mentioned him, and there he was, Johnny on the spot. 6:20 to play here in the ball game. Donovan Miller was the ball carrier that time. The handoff was a little shaky from Stewart, but then he was able to corral it and only get back to the line of scrimmage.
By the way, Patrick, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Elkins still leading Dulles 9-0.
Wow. Stewart hands off to Miller again. He's past the 20 to the 23, 24-yard line for a gain of about 4. Ray's in there on that tackle. Now we got a man down right at the sideline. Or is he up now? Looks
I
like
think
he's
he
up.
is.
Yeah, they waved their hand motions as if to stop the clock, and now these trainers are out on the field. What else you got for scores?
Really the only other one that's of interest is the Ridgepoint Panthers are now leading George Ranch 13-0 with 5 minutes to go before halftime.
So
that game started at 7. This one started at 6.
That's kind of the way you thought that game might go. It's still anybody's game, I guess, but sounds like Ridgepoint is kind of in control.
By the way,
nothing lead.
A.W. Wiggins is being walked off the field. He's walking. I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah. He got up and then walked across the field under his own power. Here's a handoff. Miller's got it up the middle. He's tackled short of the first down at about the 27. Good job by the Kempner defense inside there to grab those legs and get him down before the first down marker.
Now, Caleb Douglas did punt one other time in this game, didn't he? I think he did.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know if he has.
I seem to remember you saying Caleb Douglas is the punter.
Well, I think I said he was the holder.
You know that may be right. So this could be the very first punt.
Yeah, and I could be not remembering one, but at any rate, here's a good snap to the left-footed kicker and receiver. Good kick, and then, of course, as everything else is going tonight, it takes an unbelievable roll for Hightower. It must have rolled 20 yards after the ball hit the ground.
That is a 71-yard punt, my friend.
Wow.
71 yards with no return.
That was a really good kick to begin with, and then when it hit the ground, it just got a lot of energy and steam and rolled another 20 for sure.
You know, the problem with Caleb Douglas is he's just not versatile enough.
Right.
He's okay, sure, he's fast. He's got long arms. He can leap. He can make any kind of catch. He can get open in any situation.
But other than that,
he can punt it 71 yards. But
he's
really,
the holder.
Other than that, what good is he?
Other than that, he's just, he's your all-around player, no doubt. And Hightower has a lot of good players. They got a nice team here, and they're demonstrating it tonight. Kempner, unfortunately for them, the recipient of it. Here's a handoff up the middle. Good play for a first down for about a
Peters?
12-yard gain, and I think it's Peters. Yes.
He never stops running hard, I'll tell you that. He's not blessed with the greatest speed in the world, but, he runs hard every time.
Much determination. And he got a nice hole that time, and he was able to get that ball for a 12-yard gain to the 25-yard line. Kempner trying to get one shining moment here in this game.
One shining moment.
Yeah, just can't. Here's a quick pass to the right. Gray's got it, makes a cut, and he's going to be swarmed by 3 or 4 of those Hurricane defenders. And you got any numbers there?
Pass complete.
3-0.
Number 30.
Is it hard to pronounce?
Kizzy?
Raylan
Kizzy.
Yeah, Raylan Kizzy. His mom is right down there. Kizzee.
Oh, yes, I see that.
There she is.
I saw that shirt a while ago, and there he is. There's the son making the nice tackle for Hightower. 2nd down and 12 now for Kempner as the clock rolls near the 2-minute mark. Goss, as usual, is being harassed and now tackled. Number 42 in there. Robert Staton Jr. along with, did you see the other number, Roger?
Let me see. He's walking sideways.
He's got a 2 in his number.
Is
it 42? Number 42.
Well, 42 is the one you already called.
Okay, yeah.
So we got 55.
55, okay. Ellis.
Strawder.
Yeah. Ellis.
Staten and Strawder? No, Ellis and Strawder.
Ellis
and Staten.
There you go.
I should just shut up. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, boy. Well, anyway, we'll get it right here. Ellis in on that tackle along with Staten as they sacked him for, well, looks like about a 10-yard loss. Goss has been running for his life the entire game. He has not hard to get his feet under him on some of these passes. Heavy rush. Here's another one. He barely got the ball, and he's rushed out of the pocket. Runs to his right, makes a good move. He's still on his feet, and he gets in there down close to the 30, but he's still going to be a good 8-9 yards short of the first down. But a good job by Goss to get out of that pressure. But unfortunately for the Cougars, he had a long way to go.
Well, he went out of bounds when he was hit, but fortunately the merciful clock operator is just letting it go. We've got 1:20 to go, and I want to say thank you to Randy Fry, who is a multi-talented guy. I think he's actually a very good minister, and he is kind of watching the broadcast quality here and giving us messages that it sounds good, and we appreciate that.
It's always good to have that. You got to have that feedback so you know what's going on here. Under a minute to play, Goss with his team on the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down and 8. They're just going to go for it. And as is fitting to the night, he's sacked from behind and the ball comes out. Hightower has it. And that probably will be the last play of the game, although the clock has stopped.
Well, I think they have to snap it one time.
One time for a knee, probably, huh?
Let's
and who
see.
made that recovery?
Well, I thought it was somebody wearing number 81. No, never mind. Hold on.
Was it Elijah Jones?
Could that be Elijah Jones? Could they play him both on offense and defense?
Well, he's getting a lot of shoulder taps, and looks like he's got the it's number 91.
91. Okay, sorry about that.
Him
Traylon Baloney.
Baloney. He was in on that recovery, and he's got that necklace, the chain.
And they are going to let the clock run out.
And Kempner, I believe, is obviously okay with that. Roger, I'm going to say my last bit here, and then I'll let you wrap it up. 61-0 Hightower over Kempner. They were all over it from the get-go tonight. Congratulations to the Hurricanes. Kempner, great effort, just outmatched tonight, overmatched. And Roger, I'm sure you're going to set the table for what's coming up the next couple of nights.
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to say that Hightower is every bit as good as their record would suggest, and the only team that has beaten them is a top 10 team out of Class 6A, the Westfield Mustangs. So Hightower just keeps beating everybody who is in front of them. They beat the teams that they are supposed to beat by large margins, and then when they get a really tough opponent in front of them, they have been equal to the task, including their 16-12 win over Manville. So they are really, really impressive, but I will say this. I cannot wait to see what happens next week, as it is Peyto, the Katy Peyto Panthers, a very young high school full of talent. They have a great team, but Hightower, like I said, they just keep responding to every challenge that they have to face. And even if Hightower happens to lose that game to Peyto, it's not like an emergency situation. If they could win out following that game, then they would be the 2nd seed in Class 5A Division I out of this district. So Hightower is just looking good right now, and I can't wait to see what they do at Rhodes Stadium next Thursday night. Tomorrow night, we will have a game between Willow Ridge and Marshall in Class 5A Division II. The winner of that game is very likely to be the district champion. In fact, I think that both of those teams could hop on one foot and win nearly any game that is left on their schedule, except Willow Ridge is going to have a challenge against Galena Park in their final game. And then on Saturday night, a must-win for your Travis Tigers as they take on the Clements Rangers. And Clements will have to respond. They had a very big setback as their starting quarterback, Micah Darnell, broke his collarbone. And so he is out for the rest of the season. That's terrible news. I hurt for Micah and for his brother Marcus, who has been looking forward to playing this entire senior year for a long, long time. But, they have enjoyed 7 great games together. Or is it 6 at this point?
Well, of course, they played together last year, too, didn't they?
They played together last year, but this was their senior
the
season,
big siege,
and they only have one loss, and everything's just going so great. But the good news is, next man up, Gunnar Chenier, a very talented sophomore, has performed very well every time he's been asked to by the Clements Rangers. And so I think they have a chance to beat Travis. They are full of confidence. And as long as they can make up for the loss of the talent and experience of Micah Darnell, I think it's going to be pretty good. And so thereafter, that week, next week, we will have Ridge Point in every game they have left to play, and we'll have Travis in every game they have left to play. And we will broadcast Hightower and Marshall every chance we get as we kind of look to the playoffs and think about who has the potential to go the farthest.
Sounds
all right,
good,
I think I've talked too much already. 61-0 is our final, and Kempner's got a beautiful school song. Why don't we turn that up and say goodnight? For Patrick Kinnick and everyone on the Vype team, thanks for being with us, and we will talk to you tomorrow night at 6:45 as we bring you the game between Willow Ridge and Marshall.